Hello YouTube, welcome to a second update of Albion and the first how-to video of making a manual control point with some piano wires and some joiners or terminal blocks. And yeah, so I'll show you where I'm going to start and hope you enjoy it. Let's start with the work. Okay, before I start showing the session of the points, I'll just give you a quick update on this. It's the PCP power cab panel, and basically I bought it from DigiTrains. Basically I just made a little box just to protect the panel from dust and any other bits and bobs, and hopefully I can run some trains on the layout. There's not going to be any running sessions today on this layout, but hopefully in the next video there will be. So that's pretty much done. All I've just done is I just made a little wooden box around it and work around, and you can see the inside. You know, it's proper protected and it looks really smart. Painted it black, and the panel came along with this sticker, so I just placed it in the middle and it looks smart. So dead pleased with it. Okay, let's start with the how-to video. Now before I show you how I'm going to do it, I'll just give you a few reasons why I am doing it. One, I don't want to use my hand to control the points, because you know it just doesn't look professional, doesn't look proper when a train goes to the siding, and I don't want that. Two, I don't want a point motor, because I think really there's just one point on the layout and you don't really want to put more time and effort just for a point motor, and also the space underneath is a bit limited. And three, it's just purely just to give it a try and see what it's like, because you know, this could be like well, could be or similar or whatever in your opinion. It could be like a mechanical signal box from the Heritage Railway or the good old days of British Railways. And I think, you know, it'd be interesting of how to use these two wires and these joiners or terminal blocks and this plastic sheet here to make it all work. Because I've seen all model railway shows using these methods, and I would like to give it a go. And like, for example, this will be for connecting the point. It will go in that little hole there, and this will be the basically the controller, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So let's start with the work. Okay, first thing I did was I cut a little hole here so that the 1mm piano wire could access the little hole of the point, and basically all I have to do is just bend the wire just so it can fit into that little hole and basically be right here, so basically it can move up and down. So yeah. Okay, just to explain how this is going to be done. First step is I've got this 1mm piano wire here, and this section here is going to be bent into a sharp curve, and this section here, this is going to be the tipping point, so it can access to the little hole of the point, where basically I can move it up and down so trains can access to a new piece of track. So place that here. The second step is, in order to make this wire move up and down, I've got this 2mm piano wire, and what I'm going to do is this part here is going to be bent into like a handle, and basically it's just going to help me move this wire to allow trains to access to another piece of siding. So I'll place that here. But how is this going to work when these wires are not moving at the same time? Well, in order to do that, I've got these terminal blocks here, or joiners, and what's so great, they've got like these little screws here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these two together. I'm going to place one here and one there, and they're going to be glued so that these wires can be at the same level. But I'm also going to place another one at the center here, so that basically it's not going to be glued in. It's going to be basically like these wires will be moving at the same time. up and down so trains can access to another track. But it might not go smoothly. So what I'm going to do is I've got this black plastic sheet here. I'm going to place it underneath. Obviously, I'm going to have to cut it off a bit so the wires can move smoothly up and down. So that's the idea so far. Okay, started with the 1mm piano wire here. Also bent it and also had cut a piece off so it can easily access to the board. And if we watch here, up and down, up and down, up and down, no problems. Okay, I just bent this 2mm piano wire to make it into a handle, and my god, it took a bit of time to bend, but it's getting in shape. Now I just need to cut off some wire so we can access to the board, or fits in the board really. So yeah, that's going well. Okay, I'm pretty much done with the bending and cutting the metal off these piano wires. And now the next step is just cut a hole here so I can access the handle to switch the point. So, yep, that's the next step. Alright, I'm pretty much done with the hole now. Took a bit of time of cutting, but also a bit of sanding. But now I can easily access to the handle. And so things are getting in place now. All I have to do now is just get the rods connected and make it work. So, yep. Okay, pretty much everything is ready to be assembled. Just sit back and watch how I do it. Okay, after a few hours of letting the glue dry, I think it's now time to test this manual point controller. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my finger here, I'm going to pull back, then I'm going to push forward, no problem. Let's repeat it again, pull back, and push forward. Easy. I think it works well. But now it's time to see the other side of the layout, if this point actually works. So, fingers crossed. Okay, now I'm at the proper side of the layout, and I think it's time we should see if this point actually works. So, I'm going to put my hand at the back, I'm going to pull the lever, so here we go. If I just leave it, it's not moving, so that's good. And if I push forward, not moving, staying still as it is, that's what we want. And if I repeat the session again, pull back, and push forward. Brilliant. And it works, and I call that a success. So I'm dead pleased that it went well. Okay, we are at the end of update and how-to video from building a simple point system. And I've got to say, I quite enjoy this project. I think it was just easy to build and so basic and cheap to buy as well. Because for me personally, it would have been putting too much effort just for a point motor and an electric lever, because I don't really see the point of buying that stuff just for a layout at this size. Because, you know, if you want to use a point motor, you want to use a big layout, and this is not a big layout. This is a layout that can fit in a box. And just to use some piano wires just to move this point up and down, I think it's very practical. And it just cost me under £6, which I bought all these materials from eBay. And I hope this will give you some inspiration and some ideas of how to build your own point and build your own layout. So yeah, if you enjoyed that video much, please subscribe, like, and if you put any comment, and I'll try and reply as much as I can. So yeah, so thanks for watching, much appreciated.